Hello everybody and welcome. Hopefully this time around we get this one out of the way. It is of course the F1 2016 live career mode, and hopefully this race, the Italian Grand Prix, we get it through with no issues. There's been a patch that came out I think last week while I was away, so hopefully fingers crossed that this patch has actually fixed the graphical error glitch that I've had, which caused my direct 3D something or whatever on my graphics card to not exist apparently, and hopefully it's worked. So I did some practice, about an hour's practice for AOR and this career mode, and I had no issues, so hopefully that's a good sign, but we'll have to wait and see. But later on tonight guys, I just want to say it quickly, I'll be back at 8 PM for the return of the AOR social races. Yep, it's the last one I think before the new season begins, which I think starts next week, so a lot of good things happening. If you missed it yesterday guys, I streamed a new series, and something that's going to be staying on the channel now every Friday night is the iRacing Blancpain GT series. And if you guys are interested in Blancpain and GT3s with Audis, McLarens, BMWs and all that lot, then I'll probably leave a link to that video in the description if you guys want to check that out at the end of the stream after this. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it on there. It was a good race last night, and one I highly recommend watching. So we're going to wait guys until we get a certain amount of so we get a few people involved and stuff like that into the lobby, not into the lobby, into the stream, and then we'll kickstart this career mode episode off. So everyone is doing handy dandy in the chat. Just checking my voice is alright, which is fantastic, because I had some issues yesterday, which you guys know very well if you were here yesterday for that. But later on, I want you guys to let me know in chat, because in the AOR social race tonight they haven't allocated teams, and I'm going to let you guys decide what car you want me to drive tonight in the social race. It could be any team of your choice. So there's what, 11 teams to pick from, so you have a nice fair few to pick from. So let me know guys what you want me to drive in, but once we get the viewers up we'll kickstart the episode off, because I know everyone wants to not miss the start of this one because it is on there. And just going to read some chat quickly. Nick, my fellow mod, is here, who's in France now, so bonjour Nick. Keith the Beast, Jordan, Rocket Fist, Dark Angel, Sid, it's all good to see you guys, and Kevin, I think that's right. Thanks Gabriel, appreciate it. On there. So before we start guys, on Monday onwards you need to be paying very close attention to my videos, because I'm launching a giveaway, my first part of my giveaway. So that's going to be good, and all the details about it will be revealed next week. So it's important that you watch my streams. It's very important. You'll see. But we'll wait and see on there. Ben says Williams. Not driven the Williams yet on this game, so that's a good shout. Deadpool, good to see it. Loving the name, must say. But guys, in the chat quickly, can we do a hashtag pray for Ryan? Because we don't know if the PC is going to be going off or blowing up or whatever, so let's put in the chat guys a hashtag of pray for Ryan before we start things off. But I think we're going to start now actually. So we've got Italy today. There is going to be a double upload today, don't worry, but it won't be co-op because that will be out tomorrow because of the social race later today. So I'm doing 2 videos max a day, if I ever did double upload. So tonight it's going to be this, well today's going to be this and the AOR social race at Spa, and tomorrow will be the co-op with Fizzy at China, I believe it is, so it's always good. And also guys, if you just joined, make sure to check out my iRacing video, and please slap a like on it, or if you like it, because it's going to be something new to the channel, something a bit different, and something that you guys may not know that I do is being part of a sim racing team, so a professional sim racing team, I must say. But we're going to jump straight into this now because you guys have been waiting very patiently for the last 10 minutes, so we're jumping straight into it. You guys know what happened in qualifying if you were here last time. See how it goes.
It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Räikkönen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today. With top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, few places can hope to touch Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, well, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. It's a very tight turn 1 here and a very big braking zone. It's a corner, Anthony Davidson, where we've seen a number of lap 1 incidents in the past.
As you say, it's a very small piece of track when you have more than just one car trying to go through it. The actual run down towards the chicane is quite wide, so off the start we'll often see drivers running 2 or maybe 3 abreast as they come up towards the braking zone. Everyone wants to brake late, of course, to win track position, and that tends to be where we see a lot of contact. And you'll see the more experienced drivers kind of hang back a little into here and focus more on picking up the pieces from other people's incidents.
The team's really happy with how you're driving so far this season. Let's get another good result and show them you want that #1 driver status.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Räikkönen starts today from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Massa, Nico Rosberg, and Sainz, Verstappen, Grosjean, Gutierrez, and Lewis Hamilton.
So here we are, guys, the latest round of career mode, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't get any direct 3D device removal errors or whatever with this new patch that's come out, which has improved the AI a bit as well, and pace, and the liveries as well, which is not really relevant. Anyway, we're starting, I can't remember where we're actually starting because I have not been on this for about a few days. We're 16th on the grid, and it's a 2-stopper, so we're going to be doing 2 softs and a medium in this race. Bit interesting, and I know the guys in the top 10 will most likely be doing that cheeky free stop there at the bottom of the screen. You can see what their strategy is, so we'll be interested to see how that pans up for them during this one. But as you saw, the big surprise of qualifying is Hamilton down in 10th, so we'll see how this goes. I'm aiming for some points, would like to beat Sainz and Verstappen. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, we're on the grid, and quite a variety of tyre choices I can see as well. Ericsson in front of me on the mediums, Button on the super softs behind, and obviously me on the soft tyre, so this should be interesting. So off we go, and again, I don't know what's going on with Ericsson here, but he just likes to, just doesn't want to go, and just like, we have to let him through obviously because he is the lead car ahead of us. We've got no force feedback for this race unfortunately, but so I'm not really bothered about that. It's just the issue, the glitch with the game with Fanatec wheels. I know Tarno Tigger's got issues with his wheel. It's basically the same as mine, but it's the elite version, so I'm kind of concerned that my wheel will probably clog out at some point, as you guys saw in Hungary. But if you guys are new to the game, obviously this is the formation app, newest feature to the game for 2016. Quite a nice little feature, just gets you ready for the race, makes it more like you're a racing driver than just jumping straight on the grid. Try to get the tyres up to temperature as well, very key Not especially around here because it's all straights, but you never know. Ultimate AI as well for this race. Obviously, guys, you know I jumped the ship and went to Ultimate Silverstone onwards, and we picked up a win at Spa in the last race, as you may have seen, which went down very well. See Ericsson there weaving his tyres quite back, really aggressively there, I must say. So we'll do the same as well. So you come into Parabolica for the first time, and there's Ericsson just backing off a little bit, as we will now go to the grid for this race here at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. And I know someone in the chat's just mentioned about 100% race. There may be a possibility of a 100% race for the last round at Abu Dhabi, just to put it out there as well. So hopefully, guys, in the chat, could you put hashtag for Pray for Ryan and see if we can survive this stream without any issues. But anyway, here we go. Italian Grand Prix at Monza is away, and it's a great start from us once again. Hamilton's had a poor start, as you can see there. He's dropped to 12th already. Right, let's hopefully not get glued into turn 1, so I'm just going to back off well early here to not make any contact. Someone's just completely dive-bombed me into 1. I've been glued. Absolutely glued in 1. I think it was Button, who glued us, but we got away from that unscathed without any damage, which is fantastic. But we're just going to take it nice and easy to start off with, as I say that. Just need to get into a groove. Pack's not really gone away from us as much. Obviously making that mistake out of the second chicane. Oversteer there, just completely flung us off Ascari there. Got some side-by-side action up ahead. I think that's Ricciardo, and I think it's a Williams, I'm not too sure. But they're going 3 abreast down the straight here. I don't know what's going to happen here. Hamilton, Alonso and Ricciardo. And Ricciardo was the big winner from that, actually, but we're going to get a nice bit of slipstream here. Down the inside of Alonso, down the inside of Ricciardo, and down the inside of Lewis Hamilton as well. So we're up to 11th there, and even Button's joining in the fun as well.
Some information on Ricciardo. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
And we've got a yellow flag in the first sector, so I don't know what's happened here. Could be rear Harrianto.
Safety car, safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
And we've got the safety car, so Harrianto there
Risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
has brought out the safety car, so this is really going to spice things up a bit now. Perez, I think, is the highest man in the soft tyre at the minute, so I'm not entirely sure. But like we did in the first attempt of this before it crashed, we have a safety car, but we made it further than last time, so... Remember, guys, the slipstream is quite good on this for our car. As you saw in Baku, we were quick in a straight line, so that's helped us a lot. And we're not far off the points as well, which is not too shabby. And the safety car there is just waiting for us outside, off turn 2, I think that is. So it's going to be waiting quite a bit long there. So I think some of these guys have to pit really on the here on the super soft tyre. So, in the safety car then, obviously Button behind us on the super soft, so he may be considering pitting. And as I said that, a lot of people dive into the pits. So we're going to elevate ourselves up to 7th for the time being. So basically their pit stop is just basically, Button's basically just been done there in terms of strategy. If I was him, I would have pitted, but some of these guys as well, including our teammate Science, should really be considering pitting. or should have pitted, so as you can see there's a bit of debris there on the track, so that might be the reason for the safety car. Whoa, what is Perez doing there? Wow, Perez, we got a 5-second stop go, so I may just continue on from the race and take that, but what was Perez doing there? I have no idea. But I got a penalty because of Perez checking up that bad. Oh well, it's a stop go, so we basically get hold station for 5 seconds, so it's not as if it's a drive-through, or I may just keep that for oh, it's gonna happen anyway, so when I pit, so that's annoying, but bit annoying that, if I'm honest. But I just don't know why Perez checked up so much when there was no one in front of him, so that was kind of bizarre. Very bizarre from Perez. Does it happen during the pit stop, guys? I haven't had one of these 5-second pit stop go penalty things. So would it happen automatically when we go into the pits, or would it just be? There's no option for it, so I'm kind of guessing it will happen, but just not sure. Lots of you saying it's. Let me know, guys. Was that penalty? You know, I don't know what was going on there with Perez, but what are your thoughts? That was a very bizarre one, but we've got to finish 12th in the race. I forgot to mention that to you guys. 12th place is our target for the rate for this Italian Grand Prix, but I want to try and beat. See, look, Perez is doing it again. See, look at that. Again, he just brakes. So I don't know what he's doing, but that's just bad from the AI in the safety car. So maybe Cody's may have to fix that, because that's just stupid. Why would you brake on a straight like that? But we'll see. It's only 5 seconds, so it's like a front wing change. So we just got to basically try and pull away from the pack and then crawl time back when we later on in the race. So we'll see. And someone's just coming out of turn 2. I don't know who that is, but we're gonna have another lap of the safety car, it seems. No, you can't take the penalty under the safety car, Cosmic. So we have to do in our normal pit stop. So it's not too bad, really, if you think about it. The 5-second stop go. At least it's not a 10-second stop time penalty or whatever. So it's not doom and gloom from us. 5 seconds is nothing really on this game. So Jeff wants us to change strategy. Let's have a look. So it's telling us to switch strategies, but it's just not worth it, I feel, with the safety car especially, because the tyres won't be degrading as much. So we're going to stand well back from Perez here. We're staying way back from him this time. See up there, he just brakes there. I just don't understand. It's the Curva Grande. It's very bizarre that. See, we've got 11% on the tyres, so we're not, and we're almost about a fifth of the way through the race already. So I think the weather's going to be an interesting factor here as well for this race. So we're going to see, hopefully the safety car is going to come in this lap. I'm praying. I'm getting a bit bored of the safety car for now. And right, cheers Jeff. so it's coming in this lap. We're P7 at the minute, so not too shabby. I think some of the guys will pit this lap, the super soft runners, so this has basically screwed them over. So we're going to get right on the back of Perez here and try and make a pounce on him once we go green, because I think he's the leading soft tyre runner. So here we go. Let's go. As I said that, everyone's in. Hulkenberg's in the pits. Hulkenberg's out, sorry. And down the straight we go on Perez, and we take the well, second place. Whoa, forgot about the curbs here. They're very vicious curbs. But we're up to second, with Bottas leading. Obviously he's on the super soft, so he'll be pitting very soon. Sainz is pitted, so he's kind of screwed. Just got to be cautious on the opening lap. Bit of tank slapper there on the curbs. We're starting to pull away from Perez slightly, but not too much. Perez will come back on us because he has got that Mercedes engine. We have gone purple in the middle sector though. Obviously Bottas on worn super softs at the minute, so. But Perez is still with us. And he's coming now with Button, so this should be quite interesting going into Parabolica. But backs out of it very nicely. So Bottas surely will pit this time, and he does indeed. So we take the lead of the race, so that's great, and we get the fastest lap of the race as well, so which is good. I had to concentrate for that turn one that time. Didn't want to hit the curbs, but Perez is all over us again. As you can see, as we've gone purple again in the first sector, so definitely the pace is on us right now. Ricciardo's in third with Button making his pit stop for the super softs. Forgot to mention that to you guys. So we're leading from Perez, from Ricciardo. And I think we're the only three on the soft tyre. I think everyone else is pitted behind us. Along with, I forgot about Ericsson as well on the mediums, so. Obviously hot weather conditions is going to make this an interesting race with tyre degradation being a massive factor. We could maybe even do this on one stop, possibly. Is a chance of a one stopper. If we can get these softs quite long into the stint, but they're already on 30% on the rears, so that may be an issue for us. But I think 2 stops is definitely on the cards for us. As Ricciardo now sets the fastest lap of the race. So this time take the curves a bit cleanly this time and cautiously. As Raikkonen now sits at 25.2.
Changing your brake balance forward might reduce your rear lockups.
That's the AI for you. And lots of people out. Raikkonen's out as well. Jesus Christ, everyone's retiring. Max Verstappen's out of the race. Lewis Hamilton's out the race. Get that in there. I think, is Ricciardo in the pits? I don't know. That's what happens, guys, with the AI. I think Ricciardo's in as well. Oh, it's going to do the 5-second penalty as well. Gets that out of the way. A new wing as well for us. And we're still in the points though. That's quite a surprise. We're still in the points, but we're going to try and get these tyres to about now, to lap 20, and then go on to the super softs possibly. And Gutierrez moves up to 7th, so a cluster of cars retiring. All thanks to, I think it was Perez diving down the inside, I think it was, when we were somewhat there. So I think he must have gone on the grass and just went and took us off there. Oh. Not paying attention. Gotta pay attention now. Well, the penalty's done and dusted as well, but for us realistically now, we need to stay ahead of our teammate, and that would just be a fair result for us. Just struggling, it seems, on these mediums. And speaking of our teammate, I'm just going to defend the inside dramatically here, and just defend for my life if my seat is on the line here. And even our teammate wants to bang with us. Has this patch made the AI a lot more aggressive? Because all hell's breaking loose here. Oh god, here comes Vettel as well. Gotta leave the door open. Vettel was on the inside. Had to give him the space. What is Vettel doing? Extending the track there. But we've got the straight line speed. We're quicker than a Ferrari in the straight line, but Perez, oh my god, all hell's breaking loose here. Oh, here comes Vettel trying to do a Curva Grande move again, but backs out of it. All hell's breaking loose in this race. But guys, we've survived 10 laps without any graphical issues or thinking the device has been taken out, so this is a good start. But as I said, the goal now is to finish the race and score points and beat Sainz. We've already beaten our objective of beating Verstappen in the rival challenge, so I think we may jump him actually. We might win the rivalry between him and Verstappen, which is going to be good as well. Lots of carbon fibre down the straight here. Vettel's gone a bit too deep. Got to give him space for Ascari, and we just get it done cleanly there, so good defending as we're going to try and catch up to, I think that's Kevin Magnussen next up. Vettel obviously will get DRS, so this is going to be a bit of a cluster right now down the straight. Hopefully our car's straight line speed is going to help us here. Try and hold off Vettel. It actually has done, so this Toro Rosso is not too bad in a straight line, is it guys? Vettel all over the back of us again. As I think we're catching up to Magnussen, who's on the soft tyre it seems. Just trying to avoid the curbs. So Vettel's got to come back at us once again, defending the inside. Going to make him round the outside. Obviously you guys know what happens at Ascari. Lots of debris on the straights. And again, pushing him just a tad wide, but Vettel's got more commitment. Still side by side for Ascari. It's a drag race. And I think we just may have him here. Oh no, that's not going to go well. We're 3 wide down the straight. With Perez, Sainz and Vettel, which is actually going to help us there. Perez is up to 8th now. Oh wow, this race is going absolutely ridiculous. This AI on this new patch are just like on steroids right now. Hopefully Magnus... Oh my goody god drops. That curb. Oh, Sainz has got past Perez. And we're both on the mediums, which is interesting.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.5 seconds.
So we're about 2.5 seconds behind Magnussen now. So we've got to try and hunt down 6th place. But points is definitely what we need, as we lost the back end there. Lost it completely on the curb, so it's a good thing to not take the curb, guys, next time round. It's a bit of advice. I just can't believe there's so much debris here. I just need them three to keep squabbling over themselves. Right, let's get our heads down now, boys. And Vettel's in the pits, which is very good to see. I just need Sainz and Perez to keep squabbling, and then I can catch back up again. Just got to beat Sainz. That's my main goal now, is the wheel banging down through turn at the exit of 1 and 2. So, got to be close between them two. And I'm actually catching back up now, so definitely what we need. And especially if we've gone purple in the first sector. With all the chaos that's happened in this race already. With only 15 runners as well. We're going to be in some bit of shocking results here. Vettel back on the soft, so he has to pit again.
There's a small amount of damage to Carlos's front wing. Doesn't seem to be causing many.
Just taking it very cautiously. They had to slow down for Ascari for the slight cut, so Vettel's definitely on a four-stop strategy. I think he's on. He's surely going to go into either a set of the mediums or another set of the super softs. As we're now into the slipstream then of Sainz, our teammate. I think Mana could be in the points here. I'm not too sure. Tyres looking alright at the minute. We've only got softs and super softs now, which is interesting. Took too much curb there, just flung us off sideways there. Right, Mana for podium. I actually have no idea where any of the cars are. I know Verline's out, so I don't know where Haryanto is in all of this. Oh, this is definitely going to help us here. We're going to have a beautiful run. Sainz is slowed down. Perez is slowed down. Into the slipstream. This should be a bit of a tasty one. Not going to make the move. Not going to take a gamble. Nearly went to the back of our teammate there. Oh, there's been a bit of wheel banging there. Don't pit. Oh, good, no, they're not pitting. Here we go, boys. Down the inside of Perez. No, not Perez. Me and Sainz are just straight lining it here. Oh my god, 3 wide into turn 1. Bit of banging there between all 3 of us. Oh, Sainz has been spun by Perez. And Sainz has gone out of that, so Perez, naughty Perez, for a second time, spins our teammate and then nearly takes us out as well. So Perez surely must have some penalties, because that was bad from him. Oh, changed camera angle. That's not going to help. It's like Perez has a vendetta against the Toro Rosso team. Lots of debris. Ricciardo still leads the race. Bit too much curb for Ascari and exit, but we're fine. That's super glue Perez. It is, he's literally super glued everyone. It's not on, is it, guys? And Perez has been outdone by Vettel, unfortunately. So we're just trying to catch up now to Perez again. Yeah, 2013 podium Perez edition. We're still catching him up though, which is a good sign, I guess. Just got to hold on to these mediums. And maybe go into a fresh set of super softs, possibly. I may have to do super softs if I've got any chance of a podium, just to catch up, but or even a safety car would be nice, but with only 15 runners I don't think that's going to happen. I'm surprised there wasn't a safety car for the massive wreck of DNFs before, but we're going to see. Front left's getting a bit done there, 44%. As we've got Alonso in the pits, I think Magnussen's in the pits as well, so up to P6. I think they'll be on the mediums. They are indeed on the mediums.
So the gap to our teammate is 15.4 seconds.
So we've got our pit stop window lead over our teammate, which is fantastic. And we both haven't pitted yet, so that's definitely encouraging signs for me. Thanks, Jeff, for telling me about fuel. Not really bothered about that at the minute. Surely Perez has to pit this time round off the softs because he's struggling on them. So hopefully, fingers crossed. He comes off them. Ericsson leads the race. I've only just spotted that. Marcus Ericsson, guys. In the Sauber, leading a race. How screwed up is this race? As Perez indeed pits from 5th place, so we're up to 5th. We've got 10 laps to go of this race. As Sainz pits. I think that's a bit too early, but you never know in these races. His tyre strategy could work nicely.
The gap to the car ahead is 15.7 seconds.
So we've got a bit of work to do now to catch up to Grosjean in the Haas. Knowing Haas will be doing their very cheeky tyre wear strategy, tyre saving strategy. Whilst Vettel behind me obviously pitted way early for soft, so he has to pit again. I'm pretty confident. Ericsson for 2017 Williams seat, that'll be funny. Oh, just a bit wide. Got on there. So everyone is on softs around me. And sorry to disappoint any Ericsson fans, but Rosberg is in the lead again. Passing Marcus. We're going to stay out.
Your pit window is now open.
Obviously everyone's going to be on the mediums at the end, so that's going to be very confident for me to score some points. As our goal now for the rest of the season is to try and beat Max Verstappen in the standings. We're not far off him. I think we're like 14 points off him. As I think that's a sign that we may have to pit for tyres, because that is not good. Just got no grip right now. I think someone mentioned in the chat that the setup does feel a bit more for the straight, and I kind of agree with that, so I will take that into consideration for the next round. Of course is Singapore, which I am dreading because I've not even driven the track yet on this game, so I'm kind of concerned. Just got on the grass there.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Cheers, Jeff. So Grosjean's in the pits. I believe he's going onto the mediums, maybe. If he goes into the super softs, then that's going to be quite encouraging for me to try and go onto it. Is he? Nope, I think he's staying on the soft, so we're going to pit anyway. And I don't even know where the flipping thing was, and we've got a drive-through. For God's sake, the pit board wasn't there, so how was I supposed to know that was going to happen? For God's sake. Oh, this is... See, even the game doesn't want me to... Oh, whatever, Jeff.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
The game screwed us over again. The AI just have to flip and take out the board, the pit speeding board, so I did not spot it. This has just gone from bad to worse, this is. I could maybe still get points on the board, but it's just been a poor race. First, the AI is so aggressive now, like they're definitely on steroids. They pin you out, take out your teammate, take out the pit entry board so you have no I had no reference. Seriously, if I see a script comment, then I'm sorry, but no. How can I script the live career mode? Come on. Seriously. Puris. It is. Either way, we're still going to come out very happy for the team. We're going to be comfortably 12th or higher. We're beating Sainz because Sainz is there, and we're going to beat Verstappen. So I don't know why the team will not be happy with this performance. That for us as a, we could be getting #1 driver. So I don't know why this should be a downer. It is a bit because we could have got maybe 5th, but. Or a chance at 5th, even 4th place if he pushed, but...
Our gap to the car in front is 1.1 seconds. Okay, the gap behind is 4.1 seconds.
Yeah, don't worry, I will go in the pit, don't worry. I haven't forgot. Just down the inside of Magnussen, very late on the brakes, but we got it done. Up to 7th, but it doesn't really make any odds for us because obviously we're going to lose out here. We've got to pit this time.
Final chance to serve the penalty. Enter the pits this lap or will be disqualified from the race.
I need to get this reference point absolutely spot on because... Okay, there we go. See, you just can't tell where the thing is, so... So Massa's coming through, so we could be fighting with Massa here. Or not. We're going to be fighting Gutierrez for the last 5 laps, so this is going to be fun. A Haas versus a Toro Rosso. Only saving grace is Gutierrez is on the mediums, we're on the softs, so we should be fine. Right, let's get a point, guys, come on. Let's get a point. Not like that. Oh god, Gutierrez. I keep thinking he's going to do a Perez on me here. And just take me out. Or Sainz. Need to get out of lean. Here comes Gutierrez. Take the inside. Managed to hold him off for now. Got a good exit out of Ascari. I think Sainz is in 13th, I think. But we can take away that we were quicker than Raikkonen, Hamilton and all them lot when they retired. So we're going to finish higher than Hamilton, which I'll definitely take on the chin. Hey, at least I don't flip in flashback it, guys. Come on. Who flashbacks? Like their races, they're scripted. If they do that, it's not realistic. Got 5 laps of fuel, so we should be fine, I think, to the end. Purple in the first sector. A bit of a lock up there. Tank slapper. Oh, a bit wide of Ascari, but we're pulling away from Gutierrez, so. And I do it live as well, so I'd like do this so you guys can see what happens. Like, some people just flashback that if they spin, they replay it and they don't show it on footage. Me, I just like to do it live, just so if I crash or spin or get a penalty, I take it on the chin and just move on from it. Yeah, I'm gonna get some stick for it, but I'm not too bothered because why not? I had to focus there just to see, because Gutierrez is catching up, so I had to be quiet just for a second, especially in this middle sector. As some of you have mentioned, the setup isn't really ideal for this part of the lap, so a lot of work to do now as our tyres are starting to overheat. I think they're still okay tyre wear perspectives, but Gutierrez's tyres will be completely fine to the end, while ours will be starting to degrade, so definitely not what I needed right now, but at least it's a battle for you guys to watch, I guess, so it's alright. So next race, guys, is of course at Singapore. It's going to be one of the longest races on the calendar, so I'm not looking forward to it. Locked up again. Just no brakes. Feel like a Haas right now. Tank slapper. Got on the grass. Got to defend again from Gutierrez now. This is where it's all going to kick off now. How much fuel have I got? I'm going to find on fuel. Half a lap of fuel. Down the inside. Just went a very wide on the... Oh, God. God, screen freeze. Don't do it this now. Do not do this now, game. Come on. The game had a freeze moment, and that has cost me there. A position. A point. I thought for a second there my game was going to crash. I tell you what. Well, I think we've got DRS, I think, on Gutierrez, have we? We do indeed, so that's a bit of sigh of relief. But you saw there, guys, the freeze is not what I needed right now.
If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
We've got past Gutierrez again. It helps that we're going purple in the first sector, but that scary moment of the game freezing just a little bit has got me concerned right now, guys. I tell you, I am literally freaking out, and if this goes off again, I will be mad. Mad for the fact that it'll be my third attempt to finish this race off, but it seems that Sainz is gone. I don't know where Sainz has gone on the map. He's just disappeared, but. Right, coming on to the last lap then of this race. We're going to score a point, which is what I said was my goal, was to score points. Even if it's 1 point, I will take a point in this race.
This is your final lap of the race.
And we're into the 25s as well, which is definitely what I wanted as well, so. Just trying to avoid the curbs now. I just don't want to. I can hear that Haas. As Ricciardo's won the race, so he's already crossed the line, so well done to Ricciardo, who got away from that wreck with me, him and Perez, so he's a lucky son of a gun, I tell you, to get through that. But there is still a battle emerging though. Me and Gutierrez. Fuel's a factor now. He's just got enough fuel, I think, to the end of the race. Our fuel light's blinking as well. But I think we're going to be alright, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Just a bit of Rich down the straight just to help us a bit. Short shifting's going to help me as well. Oh god, here he comes. Right, taking a gamble. Up to Rich. Going to try and defend from Gutierrez for one last corner. Well, it's been a bit of a mad one, this one. Wrecks, penalties and whatever. We're going to come home with a point, which I'll definitely take. So 10th will do me from where we started, so I'll take that. I'll take that very nicely.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
So here come our winning drivers today, and what a race it was. There's been a big push at the factory lately to get these cars ready, and we can see the fruits of that labour today as Red Bull lift the winner's trophy.
Big surprise, Ericsson got on the podium, boys. He actually got a podium. Props to Ericsson there in the Sauber. I've got to give him the devil his due. Oh, guys, there's no spray. Look at it. No spray on the podium. That's very bizarre to see no champagne spray. Wow.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I think I'm going to give it to Daniel Ricciardo. He's come through the field so well today, you know. Well deserved.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
So that's been another strange one, that one, with Ricciardo winning by 15.5 seconds from Rosberg, with Ericsson, who personally, I think he should have got driver of the day, but oh well, he gets third with Grosjean in fourth, with Alonso a strong performance for fifth for McLaren, Vettel in sixth, with Perez seventh, who took me and Sainz out, unfortunately, Magnussen's eighth, Massa ninth, and myself getting the last point, just pipping Esteban Gutierrez with Button in 12th, with our teammate in 13th. Bottas was a lap down, Harriento was a lap down, and Hamilton, Verstappen, Palmer, Verline, Raikkonen, Nasser, and Hulkenberg all retiring from the race. So quite a slobber knocker of retirements in this race. So, and no champagne as well. Fake champagne spotted by Barry Kimmy. Good point. So what does that mean for the standings? We dropped to 8th, unfortunately, from with Grosjean now 3 points ahead of us, but we're still ahead of our teammate, which is important. So I'll definitely take that, and shows that we should be number one driver, even though we've had some shoddy performances at some points there. But Vettel still leads by 49 points from Rosberg, with Hamilton now 69 points behind, with Ricciardo 4th and Raikkonen completing the top 5. In the Constructors, we're still 4th, so definitely a massive improvement from us this season. We're 44 points ahead of Haas, but we're about, what, 100 and... I'm going to guess 108 points behind Red Bull, so not where we want to be, but we'll take it on the chin anyway. But it's been a bit of a mixed bag this weekend. We could have been on the podium, we could have won the race, but we got a point, so that's definitely a definite thing we can take away from this one. So let's have a look then what that means for our rival, and also resource points as well, which I need to mention, guys, at the end of this video. So we'll see. So we've got 128 points, not really important, but this one's going to be very nice to me, that we're going to absolutely smash this, I think, in terms of Verstappen, sorry. And look at that, we've beaten him. We've won the rivalry with Verstappen, so that's definitely got to give Red Bull a bit of a cheeky wink, you know. That maybe a possible seat there in the future. This is going to be good as well for me personally. We beat our goal of 12th. We beat Sainz, and obviously we beat Max Verstappen, so we're now right up there. And we could actually hit purple in Singapore. That would be something. That would be a shock. For the first time, we could actually hit purple in the season. So definitely what we needed. And I'm not going to bother about career mode, scoring, and all that baloney. So as you can see, that is the end of the episode there. So I'm going to thank you guys right now. So if you want to stay, if you're watching this live, then I will go straight into Singapore, get all the cheeky resource points out of the way and whatnot. And we can't do any upgrades at all, unfortunately, but we can't cease it as well. So I think Singapore will be the last race before we can cease upgrades and stuff. So I'm going to end the episode there, guys, but if you want to stay to see Singapore practice, then you're more than welcome to stay. If you can't, you've got to go somewhere, that's completely fine. But until the next episode, guys, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more F1 live content on this channel, as we're nearing 10,000 subscribers. It would be amazing if we could hit that before the end of the series, but I highly doubt that, as I'm going to try and get this done by next week is my goal for Season 1. And maybe think, guys, as well, before we go away, what team you want me to be with next season, or to stay with Toro Rosso. So maybe get some ideas in your heads on what you think is best for us in terms of our career mode. But until then, guys, have a fantastic day wherever you're doing, and I shall see you guys next time for another episode of the 2016 Live Career Mode. Until then, take care. So guys, if you're now watching this, then obviously this is going to be cropped for YouTube purposes, so you guys are going to be in for a little treat to see how I practice for these races. So we've got Singapore obviously, so first and foremost, what tyre strategy shall we go for Singapore? Let me know. And remember guys, we haven't got a lot of downforce on the car and there is not a lot of overtaking, so think carefully about what tyre strategy you want me to do. So obviously we've got the softer one, we've got the balanced, and we have got the harder compound. So let me know guys what you want me to do for a for this race. So I'm going to leave it for a bit, so let me know. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming some cheeky exclusive content for you guys right now of my practice. So what I do, if you guys do not know, is after the stream, obviously some of you are saying softer, aggressive. Okay, you guys are saying aggressive, we're going to go with aggressive. So overwhelmingly you guys have said aggressive, so we're going to do that. I will laugh if it's raining for this race, but we'll see. But we're in Singapore, so first time driving this track. I am dreading it very much. We've got no rivalry, but some good news guys, if you're still here. Manor have upgraded their car. They've got more fuel, improved their fuel consumption, and they've upgraded their engine. So they're actually ahead of Renault, which is quite a surprise. And we've dropped actually down to 5th actually. So interesting. So obviously guys, you can see at the bottom as well, we've got the CESA R&D. I won't be touching that until the next episode. So I'm going to leave it till the end of next episode before we cease it. So Singapore, but I won't get any, if this makes any sense, I will still get resource points, but I won't be upgrading the car. And then I'll cease R&D at the end of Singapore's episode. So without further ado, we're jumping straight into practice, as I'm just going to do a couple of them. The qualifying and also the track accumulation as well. So it's very overcast as well, I must say, for practice 1. And let's have a cheeky look at the weather for the race weekend here for career mode. So it's overcast at the minute, which is fine. P2's raining at the end. P3 is fine. Qualifying's dry, and the race is dry. So that's fantastic for me personally, because you guys know I'm not that great in the rain. So oh well. So we're gonna just get a set on. Not really bothered about what set it's gonna be. I mean, it's just track accumulation. So
Make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
okay, cheers, Jeff. So I'm gonna use my Monaco set just for this for the track accumulation, just to get a feel for it. Excuse me. And then this should be the end of the episode. So we're going to do this one and quali, possibly. And then I'm just going to do this one actually. So we'll just do this track accumulation, and then, because for the tyre wear test I should really be using a setup. So I'm going to be practicing a bit off air in a Grand Prix mode, just to get a good setup for the Toro Rosso, and then we will come back. I believe I may do it tomorrow guys, if you guys want me to do that. So if this stream hits, I'm going to probably give it a target about 80 likes by tomorrow morning, then I will stream Singapore tomorrow. So if you guys want Singapore, you know what to do. And again, it will be another double upload, because it's just gone wide there. So I can tell this set's not really going to work for us. Don't know how I got that gate, but oh well. Yeah, I can tell this is going to be quite an interesting weekend. This one. At least we got through to the end though, with no issues.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
It's a better start.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
There we go. Tank slapper.
Final lap. This is the final lap of the program.
Okay, this is good. It's going to be still green, I think, which I'm not really too fussed about.
Practice program over. That's all we need.
Yeah, I'm not bored about that.
To the garage pronto.
Oh, and just at the back of, I think that was Verstappen actually, so that's kind of funny. That was funny. Oh, we got perfect. Oh, okay. Didn't even know we hit perfect there. But I'm gonna end it there, guys. I'm gonna, I've got I'm busy this afternoon, so I've got a lot of stuff on before later on. But I will be doing the race later tonight on AOR, so if you want to see that, then make sure to subscribe and to slap a like on this video. I'll be back for the race at 8 PM UK time, so I'll set the stream up about half six, I think. Set the stream up for about 6:30 tonight, so I'll probably be streaming about 7:45 for that one at Spa. So I hope to see you guys there. Until then, I'll see you guys then. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and until then, see you there, mate. Take care.